Come on, let's get this cracking.
Can you picture this? Baby, David, good looking, baby. See why I got another one. I see y'all. Yeah. Can you picture this? You know, rocking with CYPT. Podcast of the D with Clay and the crew. It's like my CTV. They be giving game out so much, you could take the same route. Especially if you take risks, this YouTube, you make sense.
What up, though? You're listening to the CYPT podcast. It's the podcast of the strongest, fastest, most powerful print shop on this side of the Eastern Seaboard. I'm just Niles.
It's your boy Lance behind the camera.
I'm Clay, also known as Fearless. And today we got a special guest in the house, the owner of What You Wanna Eat in the building,
Bobby.
Detroit's Bobby Bailey, Detroit's number one and only food hall. Imagine a restaurant inside of a restaurant inside of a restaurant. We got 9 restaurants under one roof.
Under one roof?
Man.
Where's it at?
It's on 6 Mile and what's that, Myers?
Between Myers and Wyoming.
Between Myers and Wyoming?
Yep, on the corner of Mala Vista
Okay.
and Pinehurst.
And how many stores is in there? How many food places?
It's 9 restaurants.
9.
Plus, we have the Yeet Up Cork Buzz about to open up soon.
The
Yeet Up Cork Buzz.
Oh, okay.
So that's like a winery type thing,
Yeah,
right?
like a little speakeasy.
Speakeasy,
Yeah.
okay, a little chill spot.
There you go.
Okay. All right, so how you come up with this? Of course, you've been in the game, the food game, for a minute now. Because let's say you started with what? Take me back to the beginning where I know you was doing you had the Sports Zone. Was that your first entrepreneurship venture? Was the Sports Zone, or was you doing other things before that, like businesses?
I was doing other things before that. The first business I opened up actually was a little beer and wine party store over on
That was over there on Joy Road?
on Tireman.
Oh, Tireman.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that was the first business venture you went to. And then how long?
Wait, Tireman or what?
Tireman between Greenfield and Southfield.
Really?
Yes.
Did not know that was you.
But you later turned that into a food spot because that was like your passion, I guess.
There you
Because
go.
later on, it wasn't a beer and wine. So everything you do, you turn to food. So that's your passion is food. So when you was like growing up, was you like cooking in the kitchen with mom? Like, where'd you get this passion to cook?
Well, I started off baking.
Okay.
At a young age. My mother had 7 kids, of course. So 7 kids, you know what I'm saying? We all had our own little traits and everything. So for me to get the attention from my mother and all them, you know, so I started off baking cakes and stuff like that. So, and I loved it.
Okay.
But I actually my first business adventure, honestly, was me cooking. I used to cook my own kitchen steak and egg dinners. And I can't say I'm not
Sell them out your kitchen?
I didn't sell them at my house. I can't say I'm proud of it, but I actually used to sell them to her spots.
All right.
Okay, you wanna know the truth? I'm gonna tell you the truth.
That's
real. That's real talk.
You know what I'm
So
saying? I would get up every morning. You know what I'm saying? Make me about 50, 60 steak and egg dinners at a young age. Put them in my car. Drive around to these illegal spots where guys couldn't leave out.
They couldn't leave the house, so you was door dashing back then.
That is
DoorDashing right
genius.
there through the window.
That
Locked in the house.
is genius.
Okay, we had to do what we had to do,
I
right?
was young. You know,
Right,
so
right. Okay, that's great. That's great. So, you always had that entrepreneur spirit.
Of course.
You're a serial entrepreneur. So, later on, like when I met you, it was like we've been knowing each other for about 20 years, right?
Yeah, 20 plus.
About
for
20 plus years. Was over at the Sports Zone, and you still had that. You would be cooking barbecue in the back of the Sports Zone, so stuff like that.
Now tell me about Sports Zone. I don't know anything about that one.
So
What
it was a sport. It was a sporting. They sold like jerseys and high end jerseys and jeans and t-shirts
And food?
like, t-shirts and stuff like that.
No food
No,
at
he
the
was
time.
just cooking. He still like the cook.
I did the food,
Okay.
yeah.
So he would like be cooking out back, but. That's when, when I first started my T-shirts, I was selling y'all T-shirts. That's how I met Bobby.
Okay.
I was selling him T-shirts, and he was selling them in his store.
All right.
Yeah. So, and then after? I don't tell me what went next. I know you owned a topless bar,
Of course.
and you was turned that. And you was cooking in the back, but you owned the bar,
So
right?
it didn't matter
still-
what it was. It was
still
the food
didn't
coming
matter.
with it.
He was gonna cook,
Yeah. Anything I did always led back to food.
Hey man, people like to eat.
right?
Yeah. Even with my wife beauty salon, when she opened up the beauty salon,
Right. So you still have that beauty salon now, and then you
I cut the building in half.
cut it in half
put
to put
a kitchen inside the
a
beauty
kitchen
salon.
inside the beauty salon. So imagine a beauty
Word.
salon / kitchen.
Yeah, so
right,
when you getting your hair done,
You can go
you
get
in there
something
all
to eat.
day, we got food right there for you to eat.
right.
Genius.
So everything I do is food based.
And that's still open to this day.
Of course.
Right. So you have Spud Heads.
Spudheads. Yeah. Spudhead actually got started as when I owned the topless bar.
Okay.
So I started doing the potatoes there. We actually, how I got started was, we did regular meals, you know what I'm saying? Steak and potatoes. We did chicken Alfredo, pasta, and everything.
Lamb chops. I remember.
Everything.
Yeah.
So one night, a guy came in. He wanted chicken Alfredo pasta. I didn't have any more pasta. I ran out. But I had some potatoes already boiled and everything. I said, let me try something. I smashed the potato up.
Making it do like Mama used to do.
There you go.
Right.
And I made a chicken Alfredo potato. He loved it. He came back every day for a while. That's my man Real. You know what I'm saying? To this day, me and him still partners now.
Okay.
Spudheads was born.
Spudhead was
So
born.
so the guy that actually you sold the potato to, you became partners with in the Spud Head.
Yeah, the guy who he actually the building I have on 6 Mile now. He owned that building.
Okay.
So he came to me like, hey, I got a building for that concept you got. Hey, what you want to do? Take me up to the building. I took that building that day. Maybe less than 2 weeks was open, up and running.
Wow.
Spudhead.
Spud Heads though. That's how
11 years
Spud
later,
Head-
it's still there.
It's still there. Now that was your like staple location. You tried to venture off and open up some more Spud Heads and tell me how that went.
It went good for a minute. My 8 Mile location, I actually had that open for about 8 years.
Now that was a sit down
That was sit-down spread.
restaurant.
Did great. But then once COVID hit, you know what I'm saying, that affected us real bad with employment and getting employees to come in and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
I didn't own the building at the time, so I just chose to walk away from that.
Okay.
Did one in Southwest Detroit.
Yeah.
It really didn't, you know what I'm saying?
He said, "Clay, yeah, we're going Southwest." I said, "Southwest." He said, "Yeah, man. The Mexicans out there, they want me. They want me to come out there."
I
So you
tried
said
it,
they would-
baby.
Yeah, you tried it,
Yeah.
and you know it. How long did you stay out there?
Southwest only probably last, I don't want to say a full year. I didn't do a full year.
So, do you think that you did everything that you could do to like make it work, or just like you just said, "I'm gonna pull out
I mean,
now"?
I felt like I did, but you know what I'm saying? You know, if you're drowning, you know what I'm saying, you want to get off that boat, you know what I'm saying, before you die. So
Right.
I felt that. So some places, you know what I'm saying, you got to try. You know what I'm saying? Every place don't work out.
Right.
So I
So,
tried it.
what are some of the things that you did to like make it work when it wasn't just working?
We got out to the community. Since I was in a more Mexican-based area, I even hired some Mexicans to come work for me and everything like that. But in the long
Do you
run,
feel like it was a barrier between, like with the language and you know?
of course, that it was a barrier for that. Second, I wasn't from that area. They didn't know me. So, you know what I'm saying? Certain communities stick together.
Right.
They really do.
Yeah, they stick together. You know what I'm saying? So, they stick together out there. So,
Okay.
couldn't make it work.
All right. All right.
Yeah, Southwest definitely is one of those communities that really are old school like that.
Yeah.
they do that. Is there any culinary schooling, or this has all been ever since she was a kid? Mom's recipes, everything like that.
Some of it. Like
Some?
I said, yes. Some of it from a kid. Then I started working at hotels,
Okay,
cooking in different hotels and learning all that kind of stuff, and learning from my good friend Omar Mitchell. He's on table number 2 and everything. So I learned a lot of stuff.
heard about
from him.
table number
Yeah.
2. Heard about table number 2.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, learned a lot of stuff from him over the years and all that kind of stuff. And then just like I say, reading up, and most food is a talent. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your twist you put on it and all that thing. So I put my own twist on different foods, and hey.
How did you come up with so many different recipes for a potato? Like, how many do you have? I know there's
Ooh, we got at least about 60 different ones.
Exactly.
60
different ways to
60
make a potato.
different- Yeah. So one of the ones that you probably wouldn't know that like it's made strictly for Detroit, right? And you know which one I'm talking about, right?
Detroit Coney.
Detroit Coney
Stop.
potato,
Stop.
right? So can you imagine like
No, can you walk me through the Detroit Coney?
Tell
Walk me
them
through the Detroit Coney.
what's in it?
Well, Detroit Coney, I tell people when they get it, it's like eating your French fries and your chili dog at the same time. Because you got the potatoes, you got the chili.
Such a
you got
good
the
way to
butter.
phrase that.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. I mean, we all from Detroit, so we already know.
We already know.
the Coney dog what it is.
Some of us have done that
Yeah.
anyway. So you
eat chili fries every day.
you already knew.
So what's the difference with this smashed potatoes? Same concept, same thing. And hey, Detroit Coney. We known for Coneys. I had to rep Detroit. So.
Do you always rep Detroit in your projects? Everything I've seen you do, you do
course.
Detroit heavy.
Yes.
You do Detroit pretty
From
heavy.
Detroit. I believe in Detroit. Hey, I go with the Lions. I've been going with the Lions all my life. I lose a lot of money every year, but hey, I stick with them.
Listen, man, this is
You tailgated.
They
Tailgated
tailgated, yeah.
and
I
cooking
built-
food out there. We did banners
my
and
Lions
stuff
trailer.
in your Lions trailer.
Everything Lions.
You had a food truck. And
Lions.
you still got the food truck, right?
Yep, I still have food.
Okay.
trucks.
Wow. So it's just food.
Food.
I did see that video of him out there with the lights. It looked like he was doing hibachi stuff out there. He was
There we go.
some potatoes, cutting up the meat. The line looked like it was around the corner.
Yeah, we had rice then. We were doing the pineapple bowls then. Fella with the hibachi rice.
Man, pineapple bowls too.
Yeah.
What was I heard the line was around the corner from Spuds, like when y'all was first opening. Like,
Oh yeah, of course.
I heard it was
Crazy.
man.
And it's
Crazy.
still crazy.
Still crazy. 11 years later, Split Head still up and running.
Yeah.
Thanks to Detroit though. I appreciate them.
Yeah. So this food hall that you finally, ventured off into, it originally wasn't a food hall. It was a hall.
A banquet hall, yep.
And there you go again. I need to make turn it into a food spot.
There you go.
So you came up with this idea. So what stream? What made you come up with this idea of a food hall?
Well, the idea always been in the back of my head that I want to do this. I always believed if you put all these people together and all these different food, that we all can eat off each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you got one spot and you know that your whole family can come to this spot and they can all pick something different and make each other happy,
Right.
of course it's a no-brainer. We all had that argument with our wives, our girlfriends, whatever, what you want to eat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where it came from. Me and my wife every weekend get ready to go out. What you want to eat? What you want to eat? What you want to eat? We go back and forth and all that.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to answer the question to that age-old question, what you want to eat?
Bobby, that's genius.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a bunch of food trucks in one spot.
In one spot. Yeah, and that was the key because Detroit, we have food truck, but we're not really the city for food truck because once the weather change, get
Right.
cold outside, them food trucks, they struggle. Because
Right.
a lot of people not out and about. I'm going to take that same concept, though. I'll put it inside a building. Now you got these 9, 10 restaurants in there, all eating off each other's customers. You know what I'm saying? We all winning
It stays popping all year round.
all year round. Yeah.
Summer.
What was
winter,
opening
spring,
day like?
Fall.
Opening day was crazy.
What was opening day like?
Bigger than I thought it was. And we did a soft opening. Well, we thought it was going to be a soft opening anyway.
And it was hard.
Hard opening.
It was a hard open.
Every day since then has been a hard opening. Like I say, Detroit came out and showed out, and I appreciate that. But yeah. No. But Detroit didn't realize they needed this. They didn't think they wanted it. You know what I'm saying? They needed this. And they coming out and telling me, like, wow, we really need
Tell me
this.
more about that. Unpack that for me. Why do you say that?
Because a lot of people don't believe in Detroit. They think we should, if you got a good idea and you spending some good money on a property, they think you should take this to the suburbs and everything.
Okay.
We're in a day and age now, every city can be a suburb. If you can do it out there, you can do it here. You know, because the same people who spend money in the suburbs live in the city, though. So why would you take your money out there when you can build your neighborhood up? You know, it ain't like back in the day now. We're gentrified.
I was
going
gonna say you don't think there's any gentrification going on?
Yeah,
I really believe Detroit
Yeah.
is building itself up.
Yeah, we're building
especially-
ourselves up. So why take it out there now? You know what I'm saying? We needed this in our own neighborhood to show our younger kids that's coming up, hey, you can do this in your own neighborhood.
You don't gotta.
Yeah. And if you show them that, maybe, you know what I'm saying, they'll stop tearing stuff up and appreciate stuff more. Be like, hey, this is our neighborhood. Let's take care of it. So that's why I own that building now for 20-some years. So for me to do it anywhere else was a no-brainer. Let me do it here in my own building.
You was just sitting on that building for 20 years?
Well, I had it as a rental hall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I had it as a rental hall for 20 years. So now that I changed it up, and then once the girl sold me the building right next door, I was like, hey, this is my chance to do what I want to do and everything. If it failed, it failed. But at least I'm going to try it, and I'm going to do it right here.
How did you know now was the time? You said you had it for over 20 years. How did you know what, let's do it now?
The young lady who owned the building right next to me finally sold to me. I told her forever, if you ever want to sell, call me.
Oh,
first.
that was the determining factor.
Yeah. She called me first and said, hey, I'll give you 2 days to figure it out, or I'm going to put it on the market. This is what I want. Here you go.
Now take me to how long did it take you to like put this whole thing together from start to end? The tear out and the building it back the way you want to do, putting all this kitchen equipment and stuff like that.
Close to 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, going on 2 years.
This is a 2-year project.
2 year
Two-year
project.
This project was. If I had to do it again, yes, I can shorten the time. It was a 2-year project and everything.
Was it? Did you anticipate it being 2 years, or you thought that it would be?
I thought it would be 6 months or less.
Okay. So tell me something like the
challenges you faced.
Yeah. What are some of the challenges you face? Putting it together.
The biggest challenge was contractors. You know what I'm saying? We still was kind of fresh off of COVID, so getting some good contractors that wanted to work. At the time, everybody had that COVID money still, so a lot of contractors,
they weren't ready to work.
They wasn't ready to work yet.
Mm-hmm.
So me calling them, offering them, hey, such and such, you know what I'm saying? They was picking and choosing when they wanted to come and work, and I was at their beck and call, so couldn't fire them because I needed them.
Mm-hmm.
So contractors was some of the big thing. And then jumping through the hoops with City of Detroit. Detroit helped me out a lot. The city helped me out a lot, but it was some stuff that we had to change and do and all that kind of stuff.
I know you was telling me the story with the DTE. You tell people about what happened with that. How you had to do it over.
Yeah, the DTE was the worst. All that kind of stuff. Not slashing, throwing DTE under the bus, but at this point they need to be under the bus and get better. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to build something in the city that gonna help the city, and they put me through a whole lot of loop. They tell me one thing that they need me to do. They had me put a 400 amp surface in each building. So then once I did that, they came out and said, "Oh, we don't want this. We want 800 in one building and pipe over." That was a $20,000 hit that I had to do. Yeah, $20,000 hit that they
ain't care.
They didn't care. They planner was like, "Hey, this is what it is. We don't want this now. We're not going to give you."
After you did exactly what you told them to do.
Yeah. They weren't going to give me 2 drops to the building because we had opened the wall up so you can walk through. They didn't want to give me 2 drops to the building. They said it's one building now. But they knew this. It's on my plans. It's stamped, approved, and everything. So when I was like, that's a $20,000 hit, they looked at me like.
And what were their reasoning behind that?
They said once I took the wall out, I took the firewall out. So if they did have an issue, they only wanted to cut the power at one building instead of cutting 2. But they could have told me that at the beginning, and we'd have did that instead of me coming back later.
So were the plans changed, or was
no plans changed?
No,
I still got the stamped approved plans right now.
Wow.
Yes, and then you can do.
So those are some of the things like you just lost money on. Like, is there any other thing that you wasn't expecting to happen and you lost money as well?
Some of the stuff was my mistake. You know what I'm saying? Not planning out exactly how my design. I changed the design a couple of times. We changed the color of the walls a million times. Then we end up putting wood all over the walls. So some stuff we, like I said, trial and error.
Trial and error. Okay.
Yep.
How did you decide the different restaurants that were going to be in conglomerate with you?
Now that was hard. So when I first put out there that I was doing the food hall, I posted like, hey, I got 9 restaurants I'm about to open up into this food hall.
No, when you said you posted, where was this posted at? Who got this information?
Social media. I just posted on social media.
Facebook, Instagram.
Facebook. I posted, hey, I'm about to open up do a food hall. At the time, no one knew what a food hall was. A food hall. They didn't know. So I'm trying to explain to them, hey, this is what I'm doing. Like a food court, basically.
What is the difference between the food court and the food? Or is it just the name?
Food court is basically all food. What we do at the food hall, we doing other stuff besides food halls. Like I said,
there's other stuff besides just food. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, so like I said, we doing the wine tasting in there. We're gonna be doing different events there. You can rent the whole place out if you want to do a private events You know what I'm saying? So
Because it was a hall.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just different thing. Really just wording.
Understand?
Yeah.
But so you open the floodgates, you put the word out.
Yeah. Put the good word out. Say, hey, okay, I got 9.
I know everyone had to hit you up.
Yeah. I didn't think so. I said, okay, meet me at the building on Monday. This was the cost going to be. This your deposit if you want a spot. So I'm expecting, hey, maybe 2-3 people show up.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Pulled up, honestly, 43 to 46 people out there.
Whoa.
All of them got $3,000 in their hand deposit.
Everybody.
One spot. At that point, I said, whoa. I backed up and told them, hey, wait a minute. Just give me your resume, your menus, what you're trying to do. Let me go. Keep your money. I don't want your money.
Right.
Keep your money. Let me just go through this.
Let me see your menu.
So you had to handpick what you wanted in the hall.
Yes.
Go through those. Okay.
So what were the qualifications? What made you go, okay, this one? Like Delectable was one. Why did you choose? Why did you choose Delectable?
Well, Delectable, basically, they pushed their way in. And I tell
Understood.
them all the time, yeah. I didn't have a spot for Delectable. Delectable took a spot. Either it was going to be for me or it was going to be the pop-up.
Okay.
But the lady from Delectable was so determined.
She
wanted
wasn't
the
taking
spot.
no for
She
an
wasn't-
answer.
She wasn't taking no for an answer.
Yeah, she wasn't taking no for an answer for
At
one
all.
season.
Kept coming. Hey, my wife like, hey, get that spot to that lady.
Yeah, she has some amazing
And
food.
and her food is great. I'm so happy I went with Delectable. They got healthy food and everything. I love it. Yeah.
What about the borderline taco?
Ooh, good Lord. That's my girl. That's another one. China, that's my girl.
Okay.
I didn't believe in China when she came to me with it.
All right.
She wanted a spot. I told her, no, China, I'm not giving you a spot. You do hair, you do movies, you do all that stuff. The food game ain't for you.
All right.
But she was so determined when I told her no, got off the phone with her. By the time I made it home, China was sitting in my kitchen in my house with her money
In your house.
in my house. Because she know my wife personally.
Okay.
Sitting in my kitchen.
You know, you was.
You gonna take my
no,
money.
no.
China ain't taking no. She's very determined. She's not taking no. And nothing she do, though. That's why I love China and China about her business. So, yeah. And right now, her taco restaurant is doing great.
What about what is it? Sweets? Life is Sweets?
Life is sweet. Ice
That's
cream,
your wife.
Ice cream, cookies, and treats.
Cookies. That's your wife?
That's my wife and daughters.
Oh, you didn't have
Yeah.
a choice about that one.
Yeah.
Then.
I actually built it for my daughters. Both my 2 daughters. Alexis and Naya. I did them something that they can build on and everything. So then my wife just came on the back end to help them. So my wife actually doing the Yield Up Cork Buzz. That's her room. So she getting into the wine tasting and stuff like that. So right now she just helping my daughters, build their business up.
Really appreciate that from you. Anytime I see a black man build something or a legacy for his family or for his kids, that's something you just don't see all the time. And I really appreciate that happening more and more now, even you, Clay, and you, Bobby.
Yeah, we always try to give them something to do.
Yeah.
Me and Bobby always talk about that, and then things change and they want to do something else.
Yeah.
So she's like a partner and a good help. I see. Without her, it's like it would have been a real struggle with putting this whole thing together. Wouldn't you say so?
Of course, my wife?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was there with me from day one and walked me through this. And even days I got frustrated, oh, my God, over the 2 years, she's like, no, babe, this is your dream. Stay at it. It's going to come to pass and everything. And even now, she my biggest supporter.
Yeah.
Even now, after we open and she's steady looking in my eye like, baby, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Like,
Yeah.
You told me that already.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I'm real proud of you too, man, because you
Thanks.
come a long way. And I'm letting you know, you give me a lot of inspiration to keep going because I say, if Bobby do this, I know you put in a lot of hours, a whole lot of hours. And what I like about it is like you'll set something up and then you walk away from it and let it run on its own. So like you did the Spudhead. So tell me, how do you do that? Like, what are some of the steps that you do to set it up where you can just walk away from the business and let it run on its own?
well, the main step, putting the right people in place and everything. I believe that in any business, I believe that the employees are more important than me. Because without them, I'm nothing.
Right.
I can't run it by myself.
Right.
So I try to treat my employees right. You know what I'm saying? My employees, they get away with a lot of stuff, but they keep the doors open. That's my main thing. Keep these doors open and everything, and I'm going to pay you what you want to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I believe, let them make more. They can make more than me
Right.
because they doing the day-to-day.
Normally it's always like that.
Yeah, of course. They doing the day-to-day operation for me and keep the doors open and everything like that. So the main thing, the right people in place.
And then you would go and set something else up.
Set something else up. That's how That's how I build my wealth. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. But let these people over here make the most. I'm getting a little bit from everywhere.
Everyone.
There you
so
go.
you get a little bit from the spud heads, a little bit from the hair salon, and a little bit from
What you want to eat.
what you want to eat.
Of course.
And that's it, right? For right now?
I think that's it right now.
And you got something else cooking, right?
Of course. You know what I'm saying? We got the new location for what you want to eat coming real soon.
I was just about to ask you, are we getting more than one?
Of course. This is big.
It's not. Of course, what you want to
What-
eat really was something that no one in Detroit, like you said, we didn't think this was something possible that we
Yeah.
could have. There was food court in Fairlane, but I mean, like just one on here in our neighborhood. No, we didn't see that coming. So the idea of a whole nother building is just as far fetched to us as the original idea.
You're right. And the reason why I'm doing more because the community want more.
They want more.
They see it now, and they see it's gonna be done in their own backyard, and they ready for it.
You really kind of raised the bar, to be honest.
Of course.
with
You
you.
know what I'm saying? And I know it's gonna be a lot of duplicates. I know people gonna get out here and do it, and I ain't got no problem with that. Just I want them to do it right. Though.
Do you believe there's
Okay.
enough to go around? Everyone can eat.
Everyone can eat.
Everyone
I mean,
can
look
eat.
at it. You see, you can go in any area. You're gonna see a McDonald's, Wendy's, a Burger King, all on one corner, catty corner from each other. So if they can do it and they know something, we can do the same thing. We drawing people to that area where they can eat. But there's enough people here can do it. You got the East Side. You know what I'm saying? You got Southwest. You got Westland. I had some lady call me from Westland today, begging me to come find a building out there because she drove over to What You Want to Eat today. But she's like, I'd rather have something like this in my neighborhood where I can take my kids, you know what I'm saying, do something different. And then, like I said, we're doing different stuff in there. We're not just giving them greasy spoon food. We got a smoothie bar in there that's serving healthy food. Like I said, we got the Lecter Bowl in there.
How'd the smoothie bar get in there? How'd you choose them?
Well, I always wanted the smoothie bar. So I did the dessert counter and I built the smoothie bar. I know I wanted those two in there because that's something that we don't have in the city.
True.
And with me trying to be on a better healthy thing now, for me to get a smoothie when I'm in the city, I got to wait till I'm going home out the city to stop at one of the smoothie places out there.
Right.
Nowhere really in the city that's doing great smoothie. This girl up here at Perfect Blend is doing great smoothie. You know, I had someone in the store today say she was better than Tropical Smoothie today.
Wow.
That's big.
Yeah, that was big.
Yeah.
Recently you
Hey,
had
and she only been open 3 weeks.
a big time food critic come in the store.
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Word.
Tell us how that went.
That went great. Wonderful. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't familiar with Keith Lee. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little older. My wife and kids and everybody, they knew about exactly what
Yeah,
it
when
was.
I said he about to bang now.
Yeah.
So I know it just like took off right after he left.
Yep, so he came in, sent his people in to get his food and everything, sat up in the car, ate it, gave everybody good reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, so it
So
went
he
good.
also like he said he tipped like
Yep, so he came in, he gave, once he ate the food, he finally came in, he gave every unit, so it's 9 units in there, he gave every unit $200 for their staff. Then he also gave every unit $200 to feed people in line. So he gave every unit total $400.
shout out to Keith Lee.
Shout out to Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
How many people can fit in the hall?
How many people can fit in there at one time ordering food?
Yeah. How many people can you
What's
have
the
in there?
capacity for the whole?
Sorry, I'll phrase that wrong. What's your capacity?
The capacity is 84 people at one time.
You can have 84 people in there at one time,
Yeah,
all
wonderful.
eating something different.
Of course.
Yeah, any patios outside or anything like
The
that?
front patio that seats 78 people. And then we got the back patio coming in the fall. I mean the spring, I'm sorry. Yep.
Oh,
So the back patio gonna be wild. You know, so we're gonna have live bands back there. Right now we do live bands every Friday. And the DJ on every
Right
Saturday.
now, you just got there.
Hey,
right now.
Hey man, I'm giving the people what they want.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm giving people what they want. I want to do something totally different. I don't just want to take their money and everything. I want to, you know what I'm saying, entertain them. Let them say, hey, make them feel like they're somewhere different.
Now,
Not on 6 Mile. They don't think they on 6 Mile anymore.
Bobby, how many miles is it from Spud Heads to the food court? Which one to eat food hall? Because it's on the same street, but how many miles down is it?
About 3 miles.
About 3 miles. Now,
4
since
miles.
you open up the food hall, were there any like decline in Spud Heads? Like, I was just wondering, is you taking away from one restaurant or any other restaurants that's nearby? Because you got the spot, so you know the numbers from Spud Heads, and you know what you're doing. So
Well, one thing, Spudhead do potatoes. We specialize in potatoes.
Right.
And that was the main thing I did when I was picking people to go into what you want to eat, the food hall. No one could do potatoes. I
Okay.
wasn't allowing that.
Right.
And everything. I wouldn't go compete with myself. But for my numbers, no, I haven't seen anything to go down because we do potatoes. No one's doing it. But I don't know about the surrounding restaurants. Any numbers down. And that wasn't my plan, so I hope not because I want everybody to eat.
Right.
Everything. But what you want to eat is new. So, of course, everybody rushing in there now.
Right.
Because it's new and they want to see us.
People coming from all over, like
All over, yeah.
you said, people were coming from different
Yeah.
towns and even different states.
Yeah.
It's going crazy
It's
on all
going
social
crazy.
media. It's
So
going
I-
crazy on all social media.
So I had a guy. He was in there, an older guy. One day last week, he was in there. And he came, "Can I just shake your hand? Just shake your hand." I'm like, yeah. He like, I seen you on the news and everything, and I had to come see it. I'm like, "Oh, thank you." He like, "It took me 3 days to get here." I'm like, "Okay. Oh, thank you." You know, like,
Yeah.
he was like, "No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I saw you on the news." I'm like, "Okay, thank you. You already said that." And it took me 3 days to get here. I'm like, "Okay,
You're
again."
thinking that man, he up the street. And it
Yeah.
took him 3 days to get here. But
So
he
he like, "No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. The reason why it took me 3 days because I was on my couch when I was watching it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "You're not asking me where I live at." I was like, "Okay, where you live?" "I live in Tampa, Florida." He said, "I was on my couch in Tampa, Florida. I'm from Detroit." So I was on my couch
Oh,
in
okay.
Tampa,
Okay.
Tampa, Florida, and I'm watching the news, the Tampa news, and they got you on the Tampa news and everything. First black on. I cut him. I said, "First black on in the state of Michigan with a food hall?" He said, "No. Oh. Don't limit yourself." He said, on Tampa, it came up, first black-owned food hall in the United States of America.
period.
Period. I said, "Huh?" Then he came back and, "No, listen again. First black-owned food hall in the world. Not just United States.
In the world.
In the world."
In the world.
He said United States of America, they say in the world.
The world, Craig.
Yeah. He said, "Show me something," and show my wife. "I can Google you now." He Googled me. Bobby Bailey, and it showed up. I was like, wow.
Did you give him something for free?
No. Thank you, sir. No, I think he already had paid for the food. So what I did is, I didn't realize it was that monumental.
How far it was reaching.
Yeah, how far? Yeah, it's reaching, and the people that's coming now, like I can go there in the morning now. I get out the bed every morning. I'm up about 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning. Go to the hall. As soon as daybreak, you can look out the door. It's people pulling up, taking pictures with the building. They just want to be part of. You know, I can't say I made history, but
No, because you know we had a customer here the other day. He was saying that other places, other states, other cities have food places that you go there just for that food. They're known for this, right? And he was saying that Detroit doesn't really have anywhere like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's wrong now.
He's wrong now.
He's wrong now.
we got it.
Yeah, that's a spot that people from out of town must visit, when they come to Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to go to what you want to eat.
We branded it as that too.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna put it on the map. Detroit, what you want to eat?
So, what are all of the restaurants that you have inside of the food hall?
Oh my God!
So, we talked about Delectable.
So I'm gonna do a circle for you, so
Okay.
I can see it in my head. All right. So we have Crazy Burgers. We have Heavenly Chicken and Waffles. We have Delectable, like we mentioned. We have Poon's Hibachi Grill. We have Life is Sweets, ice cream, cookies, and treats. We have Your Perfect Blend. We got Borderline Tacos and Things. We got Wing Fellas, which actually is a franchise restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a franchise restaurant that's in there. And then we got Detroit Wild Pit Barbecue.
Okay. And so, do you have any favorite dishes or
Oh, no, let
dishes?
me not forget what's popping. We got the popcorn lady in there, so she got her own kiosk.
So that's 10 now.
That's 10.
I
So
forgot about
Instead of
popcorn.
9.
Yeah.
Forgot. We
Yep.
added one more in the end.
Yep.
Where's the popcorn?
Yep. And we got one more coming soon. We got a guy who want to do roasted corn. So they got a corn machine. You know, they're gonna do the corn with all different dips and all that kind of stuff. I think his thing's gonna be more seasonal though. He trying to capitalize on the
Because corn
fall.
is seasonal,
Yeah.
so maybe that's why.
Yeah, he's gonna do more seasonal.
Yeah.
And do you have any recommendations for first-time visitors, like foods to try out or any favorite dishes of your own?
yeah, what's the Bobby pick?
I know you're gonna say something come out your restaurant.
Of course I'm saying
that macaroni and cheese.
Of course, yeah.
What was that? That was with the brisket, with the macaroni and cheese.
Beef
What's called
brisket,
it?
macaroni and cheese.
That sounds delicious.
That was delicious.
We call them the Mac Attack. So
run
Mac Attack.
run me through that.
Yeah.
Run me through
my
that.
God, the macaroni. It's the
Run
most
me through that.
cheesiest, creamiest macaroni you gonna get in the city of Detroit. With the beef brisket on it, with
Jesus
more
Christ.
cheese, barbecue sauce. It's like being at a 4th of July picnic all in one. You know when you at a 4th of July picnic and you get your barbecue and you get the macaroni and cheese. And
I
you got
really
the-
like how his food paints pictures.
Yeah, you
every single dish.
Yeah, you know that the barbecue sauce seeps out the plate onto
Yeah,
the.
you just go on and scrape
Really
it
good
up
at this.
together.
Yeah.
That's what it was like.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
So we got the Mac Attack. So you can get them several different ways. Beef brisket, you can get the spicy beef sausage, you can get the barbecue chicken added to it, you can get the pulled pork added to it.
Really.
And now that's his restaurant inside of the hall.
Yeah.
So he has Detroit Wild Pit inside of
Yep.
what you want to eat.
That's me and my sister restaurant.
Yep.
Yep.
That's the Detroit Wild Pit. Which
Detroit
one?
Wild Pit.
How did you get your Mac Attack? How did you get yours done? You got the
I
brisket.
got the brisket.
got
Yeah, I told him, just hook me up something. So I didn't know what was in the bag, and I just got home and I said, "What is? Oh my God! If it wasn't so late, I would have called you like, man, Bobby, hey, this is the stuff."
That's one of our biggest sellers, the Mac Attack. We sell so much macaroni throughout the day.
Yeah.
How do you guys not? How's there no conflict between so many restaurants in one area? How do you guys not bump into each other? How does this work in unison and in harmony?
Well, the main thing is a good leader. And I ain't tooting my own. I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I'm a good leader. You know what I'm saying? I talk to each, tenant all the time. Any problems come up, I'm there to diffuse it. No one's doing what the next person is doing.
That
Yeah. And at this point, everybody's making money now, and everybody's sharing it and everything. So it's a big help to them. They didn't understand it when I put it together, but now they see it and they're like, "Whoa, this is working."
was that intentional? The versatility between the different stores. No one doing anything close to the same thing.
Yeah, everybody has to sign a non-disclosure. No one can do the same thing as the next person doing
Nice.
at all. I don't want them competing with each other and everything. And they, you know what I'm saying, when it's time to pay their rent and everything, they can't pay their rent because, hey, you was doing chicken wings, I was doing chicken wings, he was doing chicken wings, and
Can you see who's banging harder than anyone else right now, or is it too soon to tell that?
too soon. Everybody right now it's new.
So everybody wants to try everything.
Everybody, yeah. So when you come, I got people coming in, they go to each one of them and get something from each one of them.
I mean, you got to.
Yeah, try it out.
Absolutely have to.
Yeah, of course the Wild Pig got some good barbecue though. Don't get me wrong.
I mean,
Now you got this thing that you were telling me how you get people to come into the Wild Pit and order from you. It's like the Burger King effect, where you got this smell going up in the air.
See, I got
And
some
the
tricks.
Tracks. You got the trick. That's one of your tricks.
I got
you
some
do.
tricks, of course.
Tell us about that trick. Just let it out the bag.
Oh man,
Let
so
them know what you're doing.
So of course the Wild Pig is a barbecue restaurant. So of
Right.
course once you get out your car, you're gonna smell the smoke in your air, right? But the trick is, even when you're don't have no meat on that grill cooking, you want to take a tray of onions,
Right?
put it in the tray, a little water, and let them simmer, and let that onion smell hit them in the face when they get out the car. Nah, they come straight in like, ooh, where's the barbecue restaurant?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, how did you manage? You had these barbecue pits set up in a house behind your spot. Did you know that those neighbors to set your barbecue pits up behind there, or that part of did you buy that house?
I'm the
or
neighbor.
like-
I bought the house.
oh my genius!
I bought the house. I'm the neighbor. So
you bought the house.
right behind my building. So it's my house. It's the alleyway. So I paved the alleyway, and I bought the house right behind.
That house
my
was
building.
vacant.
Two ladies had bought the house,
Okay.
and they was into the game. I guess trying to flip houses. First time doing it. Older ladies. First time doing it, and they got overwhelmed with the house. I made them an offer. They accepted. I said, hey, cut y'all losses. Let me get the house. It's right behind my property. I mean, literally right behind my property.
It's right there. I was like, how did
3
he do
steps.
this?
Yeah.
It's right.
Made
Right
them
there.
offer. I got the house.
Wow.
Cause I knew it went with my puzzle.
Yeah.
It was like the final piece. I said, I need this house.
Right.
I need it for storage. I need it for the barbecue place. So it all worked out.
So how do you use it for the barbecue place?
Well, we fenced in the whole backyard and everything, so now I can store my grills and everything right there. Plus, like I say, each unit is not that big. You know what I'm saying? They're only 15 by 15, so overstock, like your carry-out containers and all your dry goods, you know what I'm saying? We actually turned the house into a dry storage, so you can store it.
Do you store other vendors' things in there as well?
Yes, that's another selling point to get the vendors to come for being in a smaller spot and everything. They can come there.
Store their stuff.
They can store their stuff
Go
there.
right over there.
There you go.
Pick it up. They don't have to keep going back and forth.
And I also have a runner for them. So I got a guy who will run back and forth all day. They need extra carry-out boxes and everything. He'll do the running for them.
That's genius.
What's the hours of operation?
What you want to eat hours is closed on Mondays. So let's get that clear. Because a lot of people come up there Monday like, y'all didn't tell us. We closed on Mondays.
Why? Just cause?
So we open on Sundays.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, we so busy. We got to have one day to do the
day.
deep cleanings and all that kind of stuff.
Gotta have a day.
So Tuesday through Thursday, we open from 11 to 9. Friday and Saturdays, we open from 11 to 10. Sunday, 12 to 6.
And tell me more about the entertainment. Now, I know you said that there's live bands every Fridays. Any TVs? Is there? Can I watch the game there?
Yes, yes, we actually gonna be watching the game tomorrow night, Thursday night football. The Lions playing.
Inside or on a patio?
I'm sorry. What you say?
Yeah, the employees, the customers, they actually gonna stay open late tomorrow night.
Did you say on the patio?
No, he said it's inside.
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 Yeah, so we got several TVs in there. So the good part about it, not only the TVs I put up, a lot of the tenants got TVs up for their menu boards.
Right.
So they menu on. But those same menu boards can be flicked. And now we're watching the game on 7, 8 TVs in there.
Nice.
So the game be on through the whole thing and watching the game and having a good time. So
swing through on that.
Yeah, so now when you're watching the game, you don't have to go out and order your wings and your rib tips. It's right there.
Yeah. The barbecue spot.
There you go.
Yeah.
Not just the barbecue shop. Hey, I'm gonna shout out everybody else, so let them know.
I know,
I'm
man.
shouting out all the restaurants in there, too.
I know, man.
Without them, I'm nothing. So I need everyone in there. So not just the barbecue spot, baby. Let's
understand.
get that clear.
There's fierce competition in there. I hear y'all
Let's
in there.
get that clear. That I'm shouting out everybody in what you want to eat, food hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one that you're planning on opening, is it going to be the same itinerary that you have in this one, or are we going to have different stores? Are there going to be different stores for different places, or how are we doing this one?
Well, the next one I'm opening up, of course, I'm going to give the tenants that went on with the first one with me a chance to have a second location.
Nice.
But this one's going to be on a bigger scale anyway, so it's going to be a whole lot. Everyone not going to go with me. I know that.
Right.
But it's going to be on a bigger scale. I already got a waiting list of a lot of people who want to get in anyway, so I'm going to weed through that and see what I get.
Man.
Yeah. But like I said, it's going to be a whole bigger. So we're going to have a bar, center bar, TVs. We're going to have back rooms that you can rent for private events and everything. We're going to do some type of gaming in there. We don't know exactly if we have Foley or dart throwing or something. We're going to we're going to do a vote. Go out there, let people, hey, what should we put in this building to entertain you?
Oh, this building's going to be bigger.
Oh, yeah, it's bigger.
How soon is this that you want to plan on?
I'm thinking I'm going to break ground. They're ready to start now.
Wow.
Contractor, but I want to wait until the beginning of the year. Give myself a break. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the last project was a 2-year project. Been only open 3 weeks now, and I need to break.
Yeah.
So
I'll go back out to Greece or something.
go back out to Greece. Yeah. So basically it. But like I say, the food hall, I want to say to all the people who want to get into food hall, it's a great for a beginning business because of the way we do the bills and everything. And that was my biggest key with doing it, to show first time business owners that they can do it and show them how they can save money
without spending all that money up
front.
front.
Yeah.
Right.
Because to build your own restaurant out, honestly, you're going to spend no less than $150,000.
Right. So they going in already set up. You got the stoves, the refrigerators. The only thing they do is walk in and start cooking.
Bring their food, and if they got any specialty item they need under their hood, they'll bring that. But for the most part, the build out, the sinks and the hood, the fire suppression system, we're doing that. And then also, like I had a couple come in, they wanted a spot. And I told them, hey, okay, each spot is $3,000 a month. The wife, she went crazy on me. $3,000 a month. I got a guy down the street trying to rent me a building out for $2,500 a month. I get the whole building and all that kind of stuff. I said, you're right. I said, was it a restaurant before? She's like, no, it never was a restaurant. We got to do the build up. I said, exactly. You're going to spend no less than $150,000. That's on the low end.
Mm-hmm.
$150,000. I said, you come mess with me, that same $150,000, you can leave that in your bank account.
Right.
Yeah. Don't worry about the $3,000 a month. You're not paying that anyway. Your food good, your customers going to pay that.
Yes.
So now, instead of you chasing your $150,000 for some years to get back, you making money instantly.
Right.
And everything. She left and everything. There was other people in there looking at spots that day. She left. Her husband called me the next morning. Like, I never looked at it that way. You right. We want a spot. I like, it's too late.
It's gone.
It's gone. It went that quick. So for me to do this, I'm actually helping people, you know what I'm saying, build a business and save money, because even at Spudheads, right? My garbage pickup a month at Spudhead for one dumpster, getting picked up once a week, I'm spending $300 a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 dumpsters at What You Want to Eat, right? The bill is for the 2 dumpsters, picking up twice a week, we paying $600 a month. That means each tenant only paying about $60 a month for their garbage pickup. I pay $300 a month at Spudhead for one.
Yeah.
So
So they got all this, everything right there for
Right
them.
there.
Only thing they got to do is walk in, cook their food, and serve their
They
customers.
saving $240 on garbage pickup alone.
They got to pay no exorbitant DTE
None of
bills,
that.
because all that's split.
All that split.
So in one move, you not only gave Detroit a new place to eat, you also gave opportunities for up and coming chefs, restaurant owners, and things like that to come and take their crack at it.
They crack at it. And I also gave out at least 50 jobs. You got to think if there's 10 spots in there, each person got at least 5 employees.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? It's all giving back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The circle is there if you see it and everything. So that's why
Is that the key to success?
to help people,
To give back.
of course. It ain't no fun when you just got it. I thought it was times when I thought that.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Oh, it's just fun because I got it.
Yeah.
It ain't no fun when you just have it. No. You want to spread it and let everybody, you know what I'm saying, enjoy it and have fun, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get your blessings. I truly believe in that. Yeah, I'm here to help. Help whatever what I can.
That's the joy of it
That's
all.
the joy of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you get to a certain age, you'll see it. At a young age, yeah, I want to hold it all. Now, no, the joy of when I can sit back and say, hey, I helped this person, that person helped me, and all that. Because even though I helped them, they still helping me too. They helped me fulfill my dream. If none of them tenants would be there, my dream would just be sitting there.
That's wisdom.
Yeah, so they helped me, you know what I'm saying? That's why every day I thank them.
That's wisdom right there. Is there still room for more tenants, or are you maxed out now?
I'm maxed out.
Maxed
Like I said, I got maxed out that first day when they all showed up with
First day.
that money in the hand. Yeah, I'm maxed out.
So, your vision of the place being open was supposed to be for 6 months. Did any of the tenants have a problem? Like, what's going on? It's we supposed to be open. What's happening?
No, and that's a good part too, because a lot of the tenants are first time, not business owner, because some own other business, but a lot of them is first time restaurant owners. So they wasn't quite ready
was
anyway.
patient.
They was patient.
Okay.
Yeah, they was patient, getting their stuff together and all that. Even once we got final inspection and approval and everything, a couple of them were like, "Oh, push it back a little longer." Well, at that point, we had to open up.
Right.
Yeah, so all my tenants now, like, they work with me and everything.
I know that you took care of the setup for them and everything like that. Did you take care of the printing as well, or did they all have their own way about going about designing their own place?
See, that's the trial and error part. I wish
That was.
that was part of the trial and error. I wish I would have gave them all just a blank canvas on the outside of their units.
Okay.
But me, I tried to decorate everybody's units. Great. But then when they came in, they changed everything, put their own touches on. So
Goes like that.
Yeah, it went like that.
In the design world.
I just sat back and shook my head. Oh my God, all my money I just spent to do this. But it was their vision. So my vision is not their vision. So I get it. That worked out.
So, tell me about some upcoming events that's happening at the spot, at the food hall. What can I look forward to as a Detroiter? What's coming up, October?
Yeah, every year you do an annual Halloween
Halloween,
party.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah. We do Halloween party. Yep. So this one here,
Dad.
this year gonna be a little bit different. We're trying to figure it out now. So we want to do it at the food hall. We want all the restaurants to be open. We're just trying to map it out how we're gonna do this and make it beneficial for everybody. But we definitely doing a Halloween party though. Yeah. So
Spudhead
collaboration
with
Spudhead. Everything's got to be Spudhead.
You ever been to one? A
Yeah.
Halloween party?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we do Halloween parties.
Oh y'all do. Oh yeah.
Halloween party.
contests is for best Halloween
Yeah.
best Halloween costume, all that. Yeah.
All that good stuff.
Yeah, we definitely gonna do that.
Oh, I should go to that.
You got? Oh yeah, you should go.
I should go to that. All right, Bobby.
Oh man, it's been great having you here, man.
Anytime.
A big help to the community, helping all these people with jobs and fulfill their dreams, and keep inspiring me to do my thing because I see you working so hard. I say I got to work just as hard as Bobby Bailey.
But you got more holes than dig. I ain't got no holes.
I say you digging up.
That's an inside joke.
Bobby, that's an inside joke. Bobby, you say, no, this is the last hole.
I ain't got no holes no more.
That took a pretty penny out of there to get your dream started. But
yeah.
now it's time to reap the benefits and the fruit from your seed that you planted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now you gotta plant the seeds.
Yeah, you got to plant them seeds. So, yeah, you got 10 restaurants in there. Let's see. Let's do the numbers.
Don't do the numbers. Don't do the numbers.
That's good money. That's good money, Bobby. All right, Bobby. So tell us about, all your restaurants, where they at, and how we can get in touch with you through your social medias and whatnot.
Yeah, well, Spudhead, of course, that's 6 Mile, 16400 West McNichols. You can follow us on Spudhead. Instagram page, Facebook page. You can hit us on our emails if you have any questions about Spudhead at spudhead.com. What you want to eat is whatyouwantoeatfoodhall.com. Of course, we got an Instagram page for that too, and Facebook page for that. Plus, each restaurant had their own individually websites and everything. And What You Want to Eat have a website too, so you can follow us on that.
So on What You Want to Eat website, everybody else's website is posted on that. Is that how it works?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then if you come into the restaurant too, most of them got their stuff posted on their units, what their personal stuff is.
All right.
Everything's available on DoorDash too, and for carry out things like that.
Yes, but honestly, right now they don't even have their DoorDash turned on. We're so busy right now.
Damn.
We haven't even turned the buttons on for DoorDash and everything. Like I say, Detroit. I love Detroit. They coming out and they showing out and everything. They supporting us. Like I say, that's why I would say the city didn't know they needed this until they got it.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, is you gave them something to do. It's not that we didn't want it. We didn't have it.
You didn't have it. Right.
We didn't have it, Bobby.
So they didn't miss it.
And
now
you put it
yeah,
there.
I put it there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Kevin Costner in Field of Dream. If you build it,
They will come.
They will come.
They will come.
Yeah, so that's what I did. And it's working out.
Thanks, Bobby. Really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to,
Oh, no problem. Anytime for y'all.
come here and kick it with us, man.
Yeah, man, I need them shirt sizes so I can get you done, man.
Got you. And hey, let y'all know too. Come to Can You Picture This? They've been taking care of me for the last 20 years, baby.
All
Can You
the
Picture
time.
This?
Everything you need.
The best print place in the city.
Everything. T-shirts, uniforms, all the banners in your spot.
And I'm going to tell you something about this guy, Clay. He's an honest guy because he told me something that I was in here last time about some flyers for the place. And he said, I shouldn't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. You don't need no flyers for your menus no more. Yeah, it's cutting to his pocket. It's stopping his money. But he said, I'm going to give you a QR code, and all they got to do is scan this now. So that's taking money out of his pocket that he could charge me for flyers and menus. All I got to do is have one QR code and scan it. So that lets you know his character and what type of guy he is. So that's why
I want you to succeed, man.
Yeah, that's why I mess with him.
I want everybody to succeed. If I can shave some money off of your ticket, and have you make some more money.
Yeah, because he's going to make that money back on something else anyway. So I love that he did that. He's not trying to just get rich off one person and everything. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. You my man.
Right, Bobby.
All right, Bobby.
Boogie.
I encourage everybody to hit up 6 Mile and check out Spudheads and What You Want to Eat. Be a part of history. Make sure you support local businesses in your neighborhood and consider pursuing your own entrepreneurial dreams.
You are listening to CYPT Podcast. You are listening to CYPT Podcast. You are listening to CYPT Podcast. CYPT Podcast. CYPT Podcast. You are listening to CYPT Podcast.